Tino Swag and Shoot again. He says, I think it's just an exaggeration to say that you should definitely play the game or at least give it a chance. People are so quick to say something isn't good without actually giving it a fair shake. See, here's where the real outrage should come. When you have a professional culture, all right, my job, I'm a professional. I'm being paid to put out a review. You have a professional responsibility to put out a review that is not only accurate, but also is not hype. And that's tough, especially when you're playing something or watching something or reviewing something that you really, really like. I understand that it's very hard to not fanboy out, okay? I get that. But you cannot, at a professional level, use monstrous hyperbole in a review. You just cannot, okay? It's unprofessional and it's dangerous. It's not only irresponsible, it's dangerous. Because when people say, oh, wow, this mainstream game review outlet said this is the best game ever made, I have to go play it, right? That's dangerous. Because then there will be people who will believe that and go out of their way. Well, I was going to play this other game, but you know what? Because EGM says I'm not a real gamer if I don't play Red Dead Redemption 2. I now have to go out and play this game no matter what, right? That's a dangerous mindset, you know? You can't be doing these things and saying things like that because people will believe you. And that gets on Metacritic, and people read that on Metacritic. And now, not to say that the game doesn't deserve it, will the game now get thousands and thousands more sales because this guy kissed its ass so hard, you know? That's not your job. When you're a professional reviewer, that's not your job. Your job is to put out accuracy and information based on what you experienced in the game and not to give a very, 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 very subjective hyperbolic statement like that. And that's where I have issue with it, okay? A Good RPG says, do you feel that they said that because they were paid off? I don't know. I'm not going to say yes, but I'm not going to say no. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Even if they weren't paid off, we all know how the game review system works. If you have a media outlet that receives pre-release copies of games early and you get to play them weeks early so you can put out your pre-release review and get clicks on your site or views on your videos or whatever the hell it may be, right? That's big business. And that's a sad because we don't need that anymore. As I've said many times before, and I'll say it one more time today, we don't need pre-release early copies ever again. They should not exist. The reason they existed was because people needed to get print reviews out in time for the release of the game. So yes, you needed to have a copy of the game early to play through it, review it, write your review, publish your review, get it on a paper magazine, and ship it to a fucking newsstand so someone could go buy the magazine and read the review before they bought the game. Today we have the internet. It's the modern era. It's instant. We don't need that ever again. We don't need it. It's a forgotten, bygone, it's an archaic thing. It does not need to exist in 2018. And what it does, it creates an elitist group of people who now feel that they're like the chosen few because they get to play these games fucking early. It becomes incredible amount of business cheating when people get to play these games early on Twitch and play the games early on fucking YouTube, and they make tons of money, extra money, thousands and thousands of dollars, and build up just irrational hype around the games. You know, one of the things I was very critical of earlier this year, and I personally, I misspoke when I was talking about it on Twitter, but then I later elaborated on my comments, was when State of Decay 2 was going to be released, there were people who were playing it a week early on Twitch. They were gifted copies of this game a week early on Twitch. And they were told, when you're playing this game, you cannot say negative things about the game. That if you're going to play this early on Twitch, you need to basically just play it and either say positive things or say nothing at all because there's a review embargo, so you're not able to give your actual opinion on what you're experiencing in the game as you play it. But these people made insane amounts of money streaming this game on Twitch. There were thousands upon thousands of people watching just because it was early. Not because it was good, because as we know, those who played State of Decay 2 when it actually released, it actually wasn't that good at all. It was actually much worse than the first game. But people were incredibly overhyped for the game because people were playing it early and they bought into this early bullshit hype. And so this is why it's dangerous. You got people making money hand over fist, getting paid to play these games, and or making extra ad revenue, making sub and tip and cheer revenue for playing games early. Why? Why does this exist? Why don't we all just go get the fucking game on release day, play it for ourselves, and judge if it's good? And if you can't get it, if maybe, okay, I want to wait for a few reviews to come out before I fucking buy the game because I don't have a lot of money, great. Wait a few days. Use self-control. Don't run out and buy a game before you know if it's good. And within a few days, you'll have people talking about the game and reviewing it honestly. We don't need this pre-release culture of insane hype. I played the game early. It's the best game ever fucking made. 10 out of 10. You're not a gamer if you don't play it. What the fuck? See? Like, what the fuck? I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate that what gaming has become, this gaming culture of overhype, over-marketing, buying into shit, buying stuff based on hype. It's garbage. It's terrible. It doesn't need to exist. It's an elitist, disgusting fucking atmosphere that we need to break out of and stop being sheep led by the balls towards things that are terrible. Games like Destiny. What the fuck? Oh, Destiny's an amazing bestseller. The game sucks ass. And always did. It really frustrates me for 10 years doing this and seeing how gaming has been led astray. It used to be the Halo franchise that did this, you know. But anyway, I obviously massively digress here, okay? Yes, that's correct. Genetic Gamer. No one should be able to stream Red Dead until midnight. No one should be able to... Everyone should have equal playing ground. Everyone should fucking do it at the same time. Now, oh, this one person is a special fucking snowflake who gets to fucking play it early because they're better than you. But sadly, that's the gaming culture we now live in. It's all preferential treatment for those who are PC enough to be able to play games early and get paid tons of money for it. Isn't this just a great fucking life that we have now with gaming? Not like it used to be when I started. Oh my god. So Hordor Targ basically says, do you think all the people who were mad at you that you voiced your harsh, honest opinion about early access were mad rightfully and you regret your tweet, or were they just triggered that you dared to attack their cash cow marketing shill screen promoted by publishers? Both. Because what I said was wrong. What I said in that tweet in May was everyone playing State of Decay early is a shill. That was not correct. What I meant to say was anyone who was streaming it early on Twitch and or putting out a playthrough early on YouTube and getting insane amounts of extra views and extra money from their viewing audience is a fucking paid shill, because even if they weren't directly paid by the game dev, they're still making extra money to play a game early, and it's an elitist practice that needs to stop, because what it creates is artificial hype for games that, in that case, just think of State of Decay 2, how bad the game was, right? However, I 100% fully agree based on the amount of mainstream response I got from influencers against that tweet. Yeah, they were all butthurt that someone actually called them out and made them look as fucking shill-like as they actually are. In particular, there was one or two people who responded, and I really, really wanted to respond to their tweets directly, but I held back and I didn't, because they have big fan bases, but the bottom line is all they are paid shills. They literally only play games for money. And it was really bad to the point where I could have ripped them a new asshole. I was like, I'm just going to hold back, and I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, because we don't want to open the Pandora's box.